¿Listos?
San Felipe Brewing Company.
¡Huevo!
That was good.
Oh, mis carnales. 3, 2, 1. ¿Qué tal, mis carnales del Taste? ¿Cómo están? Mi nombre es Jesús, carnales. Estamos en San Felipe. Scott nos acaba de dar la bienvenida. Gracias. Joe,
Sí.
José, en Jorge. Carnalitos, vamos a tener una conversación tremenda. Estos carnales, la neta es que tienen un chorro de pasión. Podemos ver a Scott, que está dentro de la cocina. Joe, que ayer lo estuvimos esperando para la entrevista. ¿Sí entendió? ¿Sí entendió? Vamos a estar cambiando un poquito entre inglés y español para que las preguntas pues vayan siendo familiares, para que ustedes puedan expresarse y puedan expresar todo lo que tienen para comunicar dentro del Taste. So, guys, we're about to start. So, we are in San Felipe Brewing. Is a company? Yeah, company. Man, your beers are amazing. Something that I have to say about these guys is that at the time that you were here, they didn't know me, and they met me, and minute number 1, we were having fun. We were having a great conversation. That's something that is not. It's common on the brewers, and on the people that works on breweries. That's something common, but you feel a good energy here on San Felipe Brewing Company. It's a great energy. Es una energía bien buena la que se siente, carnales, cuando conocimos a los tres, a Jorge, Scott y a Joe. Estos vatos avientan una vibra bien fregona, por eso esta conversación va a estar bien chila. Entonces vamos a empezar con la pregunta número 1. ¿En dónde comienza San Felipe Brewing, carnales? ¿Dónde comienza San Felipe Brewing? Who was the one with the idea to start up with San Felipe Brewing? Anyone? Oh, you got frozen.
I guess it was you.
It was me.
People talk.
Yeah, I'm probably jumping the gun, but we belong to a homebrew club that was in San Felipe.
Oh, okay.
And that's how we met each other and started. We knew that all of us could brew. Jorge said, let's open a tap room. I said, no, let's open a brewery and a tap room. And Scott said, yeah, I'm all for that. So that's how we kind of got started, just like that.
And that's it?
That's it.
Really?
Yeah.
So, I mean...
We started out small.
Okay.
Very, very small. And then we grew. And then 2.5 years ago, we had to move into this bigger place because people were loving it so much. We had to get a bigger spot. And now we're making more beer.
You all three were home brewers.
Yep.
Los tres eran home brewers.
Sí.
Los tres estaban en la cocina. Los tres tenían diferentes estilos.
Sí, pero ellos, tienes que asumir que ellos llevan más de 15, 20 años haciendo chelo. Entonces yo sigo aprendiendo de ellos lo poco que puedo, pero ellos tienen una
That's more than
experiencia
15
increíble.
years.
Yeah, he has more than me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Where did you start it?
What?
Where did you start it to brew?
In San Diego.
In San Diego?
Yeah.
Ballast Point.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, really?
Stone, we had our
Okay.
meetings at
Oh,
Stone.
just a small brewery.
no big deal.
So, and I always dreamed of doing something like this, but I never thought it would happen. So I always pretended, I'd make enough beer and try different styles and
Okay.
just playing with it. And then
O sea, solo era un juego, pretendías hacerlo,
so I
lograrlo.
just want to say, anybody that's got dreams of having a brewery, just follow your dreams and it can happen. I never thought it would, but it can definitely happen. Just,
It takes time.
Work hard and do what you love. And if you love beer, it's a good thing. Yeah.
Guys, one question I have. You all three were home brewers, all right? So if you all three were home brewers, how did you come up with the decision to, we're gonna brew this style, or this style, or this style? Or it's so difficult that you have 27 styles on your tab?
We have 27 styles because we like 27 different beers.
Okay,
So
good.
whenever we started, I liked my beer. We made my beer. Then Scott said he wanted a
I'd
beer.
say after
We
all
make
of
that
our
beer.
home brewing experience, we've come up with a lot of recipes, you know, between all of us. And so we just started like, hey, I got this recipe, let's do that. And then it just grew and
So you started brewing how many? What was the quantity? How many liters? How many BBLs?
At first, we were doing 3 BBLs.
Okay.
And it took, like you said, it took a little while to go from a 10-gallon batch into a 3 BBL.
Yeah,
There's a
of
lot
course.
of difference in the recipes and all that, right? And so yeah, we had to do a lot of work to begin with, and now we're doing a 5-barrel. But so we had to do it again when we moved here. But you know,
It took around a year
yeah.
trying your different styles.
Yeah, and then we had enough research that we knew that just by reading a lot and talking to other brewers and the guys in Mexicali, they help us all the time.
Who?
All of them.
Name one.
Hector.
Hector Corella.
Yes.
I saw a guy wearing an Amante shirt yesterday. Yeah, I said,
Yeah.
¿Conoces a ese tipo? Y, the name was Scott. It was Scott, isn't it? Jorge go like, oh yeah, sure.
I don't want to leave anybody out. There's a Poca Sabaje, you know, there's Oscar and then there's Manuel.
Oscar Galindo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
El Moa,
Yeah.
el Porco Salvaje. Unos tipazos.
Roberto,
And Alberno. Yeah.
Roberto de Averno.
So, you know, there's a few people that are like family for us. You know, they've really helped us a lot.
buddies, you know, we're in the association up there, and so we're all good friends.
Oh, you're part of the association.
You know what, that, for
Okay,
me,
that's great.
When I started, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to meet and know all these brewers. 'Cause
You know-
they're like celebrities.
You know,
And I was like, wow. And now I'm doing.
you're
it.
part of it.
Now I'm
You're part of it.
Yeah.
You know, one thing, one of the main objectives of doing this, and one of my dreams, and El Taste, and I told to my wife this. I told my wife, I dream about walking into a beer fest and a brewer says, "Hey, Jesus, you want to try my beer?" It's just because,
Yeah.
not to get drunk, just because it's me.
That's right.
Yeah, I wanted to. I want. Yeah. Just like, oh yeah, I'm part of it. I'm part of it, and now I'm part of it.
Yeah, you
I'm
are.
really part of it.
Yes, you are.
Because I mean, we are trying here all together, and I know. I mean, me as someone that communicates, we are part of bringing this beer culture. Craft beer culture is different than drinking. It's not the same. Beer culture, it's experience. Is pairing your beer with good food, with good seafood here, an example, or good dessert. So that's something amazing. I think we are all together for that. Guys, amor, ¿cuánto tiempo tenemos? Seguimos. All right, so you are in San Felipe. You have to face tourism, all right? You have to face people that's coming from many different places. How's that experience with that people that's coming over from different countries probably, or different cities in Baja?
It's surprising how many people enjoy craft beer and how many people know about craft beer in all of Mexico. I mean, it's you go to Mexico City.
Yeah.
We just got back from Guadalajara, and Ensenada, Tijuana, Mexicali, even go down to Colonet, down in that area there. There's all kinds of little breweries everywhere.
And
So-
go ahead. Yeah,
go ahead.
And your experience with them, with that people, it's just, I mean, you have to love the people. You know, I'm crafting. I have my craft beer here in the middle of the desert because it's desert. But I mean, you have the ocean, but this desert. So how come your beer is gonna have good quality? So you have to explain to people probably that they have a choice to select one beer. So is that a challenge for you?
Jorge could tell you all about that.
No. You know what?
Yeah,
I
you
want to
did.
tell you this, and I mean it. I mean, normally when we have interviews, it's in Spanish, right?
Yeah.
And I'm translating for these guys, and normally, I'm the one that ended up talking the most. So I'm excited today about this. So I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna help with everything. But I want these guys. I mean, because they deserve all the credit. They're fantastic. And as I say, I talk too much, and and normally I have to translate most for everything. But it's fantastic. So yeah, go ahead. What do you feel about tourism? I'm gonna help you interviewing them.
What's the question?
The tourism. How?
I was going to say that's your department.
Raise your.
Yeah.
Oh, that's your
Yeah.
department.
Yeah. In a way.
Me, I mean, I was a tourist when I first came here, and you fall in love with the place, and next thing you know, you're living here, and
Oh wow.
and you need some good beer. So what do? Open a brewery.
And you did that.
Yeah. But for the
It's
tourism,
just
like you said, right? But we also try to do a lot of the festivals like in town and stuff like that, right? So we can meet the local people and they can taste our beer.
Yeah.
And try to help the community. We try to do fundraisers and whatever we can just to help out. But so the tourism part is it's all together. That's kind of the way it works.
I like that. Wetland. When I was talking on the history time with Wetland, Celso was mentioning that the wine and the beer are not in competition. They're both two things that attracts people, that attracts tourism.
Exactly
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
So if you do that for San Felipe, you're gonna be part of the rest of the different amenities that you can see or you can find in San Felipe. That's so great. So, do you find it difficult to face someone that is coming from the outside and invite a beer here in San Felipe?
Not for me. No. I try to tell everybody, I've had an old saying forever, and it's like, there's never a bad beer. There might be a better beer. But you know what? Everybody likes beer.
Oh, man. And that's true. Everybody likes beer. And the people that doesn't like beer is because they haven't find their own style.
Right. We try to accommodate everybody here. We have the light, very light beer.
I saw
Get
that.
People started on it, and then we've seen a lot of people moving their way up to the darker ones and the more strong. So we want to include everybody and get them.
I bet that
We are very educational here. We teach beer drinking 101.
Hey, guys, you have to come over. Les van a enseñar, los van a educar mientras estén pisteando. El entrenamiento es 1-1. So, the guidance is going to be learning. They're gonna be drinking a beer with you.
That's right.
And Scott.
That's right.
And Jorge.
And Jorge.
Good. So, guys, nos vamos a ir a un corte. Vamos a regresar ahorita. Regresamos en unos minutos. Carnalitos, regresamos del corte. Tengo que admitirlo. Es difícil.
Here we are with
No.
we got a brand new refill, so we're good to go again for a little bit.
Estamos listos porque ya nos dieron un refill. Me están dando carrilla porque, pero es que ahora en inglés ya no es tu idioma. Yo no puedo hablar en la asociación, dice. Carnales, la verdad es que iniciamos platicando que nuestros carnales de San Felipe tienen 27 estilos ahorita conectados en el tap. Y vamos a llegar a esta pregunta. La verdad es que quisiera saber cómo. How do you guys deal with those to have 27 styles on tap? I mean, it's difficult to plan to have one beer, to have two beers, to have 3, 6, 7. But this is the only, I must mention this. This is the only brewery that has more styles than the rest of the different breweries of your own beer.
Yes.
Of your own beer. How do you deal with that? How do you deal with inventory? You have a planning schedule. Who's the mind behind that? And how do you do it? Come on, Scott. I know you're the one. I know you're the one.
I know between the three of us and a few of the customers, and so we all have our styles that we love and require to have. So we have an inventory of what we have on that. So we make sure we keep those going, and we brew all the time. And there's a lot of ones that we still want to try and make new styles, new beers. We're always experimenting with different things. Like the mead, we're making mead now. We won a competition in Mexico City on that one, and now we're doing a different style of that, maybe even better. I don't know. But so we're always trying something different, and I know Joe's got something to add to that, but I'm running out of stuff to say.
Yeah, well, no, and then the way that we keep up, we try to keep our inventory, so we're watching what's selling, and then we know that, like our blonde ale, it's our best seller, right? So every time that we make a batch, we'll make a 5-barrel batch, and then the next, we'll just pitch right on top.
But you have a schedule? You have a schedule? I mean, you really handle like a...
Yeah.
You have good administration. You have different rest of employees that are doing that, or are you guys doing that?
We usually try to do it ourselves, but Carlos is our number one guy, and he has all the inventory.
Okay.
So he tells us what's going on, what's selling, what we need to do.
He's the one pulling the trigger on what you're gonna be brewing.
Yeah. But he just says, here's what we need to, here's his suggestion, and then we all talk about it, and we say, okay, here's what we're gonna do. And then also, if we start to get a little behind, like this time of year, we're not brewing as much because there's not that many people here because it's San Felipe, right? Well, as it gets cooler, then we'll start small batching. We'll do 15-gallon batches all week long just to make different beers, so we can keep up with our big ones, and we can make those in the 5-barrel batches, right?
Oh, okay, that's nice.
That's how we keep all those beers on tap, because we're making small batches a little at a time. It just keeps it up.
Which is a smart thing.
Well, it works for us.
It works for the town. It works for San Felipe.
Yes.
And you have to plan accordingly where you live or where you are located. That's something very smart. So I assume that San Felipe is a beer that it's brewed for San Felipe.
Sure.
It's not for, I'm going to send this beer internationally to Holland, to Germany, to Spain. No.
All our beer right here in San Felipe.
So if you want to try this beer, come over.
That's right.
I like that.
Yep.
I like that. I like that. That's good.
Do, canned beer also, so not a lot, but
so if you wanna grab something, take it over.
Right. And we do growlers, and so a lot of people take it home, with them. So.
No, but that's good. Who was the one? Manuel, and Oscar. They were saying in a conversation, you have to know how much you want to reach. Do you wanna send your beers to the States? Do you want to send your beers to the center of Mexico, or do you want to be the neighborhood brewer? It's a smaller thing.
How hard you want to work,
That's true.
We're retired, so we really don't want to work. We're keeping San Felipe happy anyway for now.
And to Scott's point, whenever the three of us sat down and said, we're going to start this brewery, right? And so we start talking, well, what would be our goal, right? And then we all decided that the thing is that we want it to be our customers coming into our living room, right? And we're making beer and we're just serving it to friends. And it kind of started that way at the other place because it was small, and pretty soon there was no more room. We had to get a bigger living room. So that's why we moved here.
And it really feels that way. The way you plan it, that's how you feel it. When you come into your brewery, and even here on the outside, it's like you feel at home, like home. It's just like with a very different view. With a very different view. But you feel like home. It's something that it's not possible with it's not so easy to make it happen, It's very difficult if you want to if you want to make your place feel like home or feel like your living room and get the people comfortable, it's very difficult because you might probably get too fancy, or you might probably get too rustic, or might probably to get, but this is just the good portion.
Well, thank you.
To feel that way.
That makes us feel good, because that's exactly what we tried to do, and I'm glad you feel that way.
Good messages. You're passing a good message on that. Man, you were mentioning that you guys are up to the helping people. It's not part of the questions, but you were mentioning that.
Yeah.
Please elaborate a little bit more.
Well, you know what, and it's not just us. There's the whole community, everybody gets together, and whenever something happens, like for the wintertime, we have a coat and sweater drive, and then there's blankets that we do, and not so much as us, but like the racers we were talking about, they come in. We have the San Felipe 250 here, and we have a beer that's the San Felipe 250 also, right? It's an
good.
IPA.
It's an IPA. Yeah, that's good. I like
so whenever those guys come in before the races, they bring in thousands of dollars worth of stuff, blankets, food, all kinds of stuff, and then we distribute it. We don't. We have friends that are connected to the city, and then they spread it all around, so that's just one thing that happens. But there's other organizations that do it too, and we just try to help, especially like on the festivals. We do the Shrimp Fest and the Paella Fest and whatever, and we're always there, and there's always something to donate for, so we try to do that too. So
it's San Felipe the craft beer in San Felipe?
Sí.
Yeah, San Felipe Brewing?
thing.
Really?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
So we have a monopoly.
No, of course not. Everyone can start.
Anyone.
Anyone can start. I heard, and you were mentioning there's many home brewers, but you just have to decide you have to take the step. You have to take the decision, because it's gonna take time. If you're retired, I mean, there's many people that are here that has the skills and that are retired, but if you decide to start up, then you're gonna have responsibility. You're gonna have a role. You have to wake up early sometimes not, but you have to do what you got to do to build something like this.
Yes, you have to have a commitment.
Yeah, you have to have the commitment.
And if you're not, then it's not going to work. I mean, it's not any different than any other business, except that we get to drink our beer.
So there are how many home brewers are here in San Felipe?
Well, there used to be a lot more before we started this, because now they don't have to brew beer; they can just come here. So
that's free.
Did you hear me?
Yeah. Sorry.
There used to be a lot more home brewers before we started, and we were some of them. And actually, the club just kind of disbanded, because they can just come here and drink good beer, and they don't have to make it at home anymore.
And we got rid of them.
Yeah.
But you know what, though? There's
another reason of having 27 sites.
Yeah, well, that's true, too. But there's a lot of home brewers here that's, they just make small batches, right, for themselves, but they still come here. They make their one beer that they like, and then they come here and try all the rest.
Do they bring you their beers?
Oh, absolutely. Sure. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're forever having
Have you connected some home brewer?
Not right now, but we have in the past. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jorge?
Yes.
Yes,
I'm
here. I'm actually enjoying. I'm enjoying being an expectation. I swear. I like this.
Oye, Jorge, ¿cómo ha sido tu participación con Scott y yo? Digo, ya son es lobo viejo, ¿no? ¿Cómo ha sido participar con ellos, güey? Desde la pieza de mantener los 27 estilos, güey. Ser la parte de relación, ser el traductor en algunas situaciones. ¿Cómo ha sido ese pedo? It's a question for him.
Es una experiencia increíble. Va más allá del tema de la cervecería. Es un tema personal también. Tuve mucha fortuna en encontrarlos a ellos. Son mis héroes, o sea, no solo en el tema de hacer cerveza. Son increíbles, en verdad, como personas, fantásticos, o sea, te puedo decir mil cosas de ellos. como personas siempre quieren ayudar a la gente, son buenos, están dispuestos siempre y es así es la comunidad, eso identifica a San Felipe, ¿no? Pero aquí como parte del equipo ha sido muy bonito, ha sido bien interesante. Tenemos un staff buenísimo, el esposo de la esposa de Joe nos ayuda mucho aquí con la operación, y el equipo que tenemos también, todos los muchachos son increíbles todos.
Oye, ¿qué es lo más, cuál ha sido el reto más difícil? Porque es cultural. Claro que, digo, una persona, guys, both guys are from the States.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but we're brothers from a different mother.
I like that. I love that. You guys are like Mexicans then. You're just speaking English. That's it.
Mexican, no.
¿Cómo ha sido el choque cultural, güey? O sea, el choque cultural lo veo positivo, güey, pero ¿cómo ha sido, güey?
No, claro que es positivo, ¿no? Pero tiene sus partes muy interesantes, ¿no? Aquí ha sido muy, no sé, la puntualidad. Nos vemos a las 12, ellos están aquí a las 11:30.
Yo también estaba, ¿no? A las 12, güey, más vine antes, cabrón.
Yo llevo a las 12, ¿no? Barrido, 12:10.
Sí.
No, pero se aprende mucho, es una cultura muy bonita. Ellos hacen que las cosas sucedan, ¿no? No la piensan tanto, decimos vamos a hacer esto y lo regresas y ya está hecho, ¿no?
Tú has aprendido eso de ellos.
Sí, claro. Quieres pues seguir eso, ¿no? Y ellos también, me imagino, porque tenemos una cultura nosotros también bastante.
La cultura mexicana es mucho más cálida.
Claro. Entonces ellos también les gusta mucho eso, ¿no? Entonces ahí se compagina mucho el
So
tema
you were
cultural.
saying that? No.
I don't think so. But anyway, thank you.
No. We're talking about the culture experience.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, he's saying I've been learning from them a lot. I mean, like punctuality. You know, you guys are I'm here.
Yeah.
He's not here. But that's just something that you have to learn.
Have you been reading our notes?
No. No, but I'm Mexican.
No,
I have my own experience in Germany. ¿Ya? ¿Mande? Ay, carnales, nos vamos a ir un corte. Estábamos a toda madre, pero ahorita regresamos. Regresamos. Carnalitos, la neta es que, híjole, estamos pasando un momento muy, muy a todo dar. Estábamos ahorita platicando con Joe aquí a un lado de la magia que tiene San Felipe. Este fin de semana sentimos la magia estando en la alberca. Estamos en el Dorado Ranch, en la casa de mi compadre Juan. Thank you, carnal. No hubiera sido posible si no nos hubieras prestado la casa. Estamos aquí y estábamos viendo a mis hijos nadar. My wife and I, we were seeing our kids swimming. Not different from other places. We've been in other places, on other different pools, and they're swimming all the time.
Yep.
But this weekend on El Dorado Ranch, something captured us. You know, it was something like, I don't know, magical, or I don't know what's the word. I don't know what's the right word.
You were waiting to go to the brewery.
Oh man, they're still swimming. No, but the thing here is that at some point, the calm and the people that was around us, the people that are retired from, there's many people from the States here.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. And you can see that we play on the volleyball tournament, and I was saying to a lady there, I told the lady, hey, you're a great player. And she said, we play every day, every year, all year, volleyball. Yeah. I was like, okay, I got you.
That's right.
I understand.
That's right.
But
But like you said though, it's not just the retirement community. In town, there's a lot of local people that work just like everybody else does, right?
Yeah.
But there's a lot of retirement people here, and they've looked all over the world. A lot of them have looked all over the world, and this is where they want to be. So that kind of tells you how San Felipe is, and that's kind of what we do here at the brewery. Well, that's where we want people to come and sit in our living room. You know, make you feel at home. This is where you want to go.
You're making that happen. Jorge, ¿cómo has visto tú, güey, la cantidad de gente que se viene y se retira, güey?
Bien, es muy interesante y le ha hecho muy bien a San Felipe, ¿no? Sobre todo la comunidad extranjera que está aquí, viene, se retira, está a gusto.
¿Qué cantidad de personas retiradas habrá aquí, güey?
Population of the foreign people would be what?
You know what? In the summertime,
Yeah.
okay, it's probably 30,000 people total,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Okay.
In the wintertime, it's probably 70,000 people.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
The snowbirds from Canada and U.S.
These all come down.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Huge. You go in town right now, and there's a few people there. You go in Christmas, New Year's, it's packed. You can't hardly walk down the Molocon.
Really?
It's full. Oh, absolutely.
I didn't know about it.
Saludos a Alaska, a las caguamas.
Tenemos gente de Alaska aquí en el Taste que nos está saludando, carnalito.
It's too hot. I'm going back to Alaska Wednesday.
So 70,000, man, that's amazing.
It's a lot of people. I'm not sure about the numbers, but it's got to be. It's a lot of people, and more than doubles. Put it that way.
Wow. Wow.
And, pretty much every weekend's booked up with a festival, something happening all the time. There's always something going on because there's so many people.
Yeah.
And most of these events, they have a charity event, you know, to help the community. So that's really cool. So,
And this is Mexicali's beach.
It is.
When it's a long weekend.
It is. Woo. Yeah.
It fills up.
It is.
Sometimes, and Santa Samantha, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can't see the sand because there's so many people on the beach.
Sí, güey, no se puede ver, güey. Un chingo de gente.
Yeah.
All right. So, canales, vamos a pasar un poquito a los estilos. All right, guys, you made it. I mean, I already tried like probably 12 of your beers. I noticed that you have 4 different pale ales, have 3 seltzers, you have like 4 IPAs, and that's something that really comes to my mind. And how do you decide what style you're going to be brewing?
Well, we brew what we like, for one.
Okay.
So for Scott, he likes the darker beers. Not to say that's all he likes, but he likes the darker beers, and I like them too now.
Okay.
I was an IPA guy. I wanted to do pale ales and IPAs. That's what I like, right?
Love this.
And the Belgian, that's his good Belgian right there.
No, that's
right?
not a Belgian. This is the
Which one is this?
habanero.
Okay, yeah.
It's just getting hotter and hotter and hotter. It's amazing, man.
Good. But yeah, so that's you I don't know. There's a lot of people that say, you need to make a beer for the public or the masses, right? We make a beer for ourselves, and hopefully somebody likes it. And there's a lot of people that like it. That's kind of what happens.
Grab your beer. Say cheers. I love that. I love that. And so, you're the one who's making the beers. Is that right?
No,
Not all of them. But some? But which one? Which is the beer that you like to brew the most?
well, the red is the
Oh, really?
red Belgian. I love the porter. Right now, the Papachulo that's a new one that we just came up with.
Yeah.
And, oh my God, it's
Smoking all through all the styles.
But you know what he does? He does a lot of our small batch stuff, right?
Okay.
The stuff that doesn't sell a lot, but it's good to have on tap, like the Belgian and the wheat beers and the stuff like that, right? So, not that it's just as hard to make them, but it's just a smaller batch because we're trying to keep up with all the stuff like the pale ales. I mean, the IPAs.
the way that's the way you plan to have all the different varieties available.
Yeah, so it's a little bit more difficult for him because he's making the small batches. So if a family comes in or a big group comes in and all of a sudden they drink up 5 gallons when you're making a 15-gallon batch, just to keep up with your style. That it doesn't take very long, and it's gone, right? So he's got to really be on his game, right? Whereas whenever I'm basically do the big batch stuff, right? So for me, it's pretty easy. It's 150 gallons at a time, and it lasts for a while. But
that's a smart thing. Yeah, that's a smart thing to do. One guy doing the big batch, another guy doing the small batch, and another guy just saying, "Yay!"
he's our official taster.
The other one is the official taster guy. Yeah, this one's good. Este batch grande está muy bueno. Este batch chico está muy bueno. Oye, Jorge, ¿y tu rol, güey, dentro de la cocina, cuál es, güey?
Todo, ayudar, aprender, limpiar. Todo esto es, ya lo has visto.
No, el proceso de la cerveza, la limpieza.
Todo lo que podamos ayudar.
Yeah, the cleaning process is just amazing. You have to be great if you want to have good beer.
Yes.
Yeah. We talk about it all the time. We make fun of it, right?
Yeah.
Everybody wants to be a brewer, right? Well, brewing beer is 10%. Cleaning is 90%.
Right. That's
so
right.
Luckily for us, we have some good people working for us, so we don't have to clean that much.
I was seeing this sticker of Gato Gordo, and I was talking with Carlos, and on the history time with him, with Carlos, with El Nano, he said, I have to mapear, I have to mop. I have to learn how to mop. That's one of the first things that I do when I came up on the bar or to the tap. I was like, really? Yeah, man. I have to clean up. I'm the owner, but that's the rule number one. Clean.
You can't have a good beer if everything's not clean. There is no way.
No, it's difficult. What are the different styles that you're planning to do? What's in the near future? On the small batches. Now we go with the big batches.
Go with the small batch.
Okay, small batches first.
Well, like I said, we're doing the mead now.
And I don't mean to say that he only makes small batches, but he helps keep up with the small batches.
The mead, we're trying different flavors of mead.
Jamaica.
Jamaica. Okay, dude.
I don't know what.
A milkshake probably. Sometime.
Oh, the East Coast IPA?
No, milkshake IPA.
Milkshake IPA.
The lactose, yeah.
Might have to work on that one.
You know what? That style is not that easy to find. Not even in Mexicali.
No.
Not even in Mexicali. No one is daring to go through the milkshake, because the lactose are probably, I don't know.
It's the lactose, but also it's a different yeast, and so you have to make for Scott. That's what he would be doing for us, a milkshake, right? Because we'll get a different yeast that holds that flavor.
Yeah.
And then all the different ingredients that it takes. So that would be something that he'd perfect. It might take him, 2 or 3 months before you get it right,
Wow. So at the time that you're building or creating the recipe, you're getting collaboration from these two guys or not? Or just yourself deciding?
Oh no, we get to drink all that beer too. So every time we try
So
something,
if it's not good, they're gonna drink it anyway.
No, it's good anyway.
They have to drink it anyway. Well, I'm not gonna throw it away.
So, we have a mug club also here,
Okay.
and we have special parties for them. So that's a lot of times we'll break out the new beer,
Okay.
then try it.
Okay,
And
good.
Even they'll even name it also.
Okay.
That's always fun for them, and it includes.
I bet it's fun.
The customers and part of the process.
That's the name for the blonde ale that we have. It's a skinny blonde, and we did that.
Yeah.
They all came in for the Mud Club, and we drank beer all day, and we took notes, and we said, okay, what do you want to call this beer? And then they all came. Skinny Blonde was the name, so that's what it is.
All right.
I don't recall who did that.
Over there.
Yeah,
We did a
who
cream ale.
was it?
Oh, I don't know.
We did a cream ale, and we voted on a name, and it's tops off.
Yeah,
That was during the.
we discussed on that one, but yeah.
That was in summertime.
Yeah.
So, Jorge,
Sí. Yes.
¿cómo ha sido esos eventos, güey? ¿Cuántos años tienes?
Muchos. 42.
42. Sí, pero definitivamente eres más joven
Sí.
que el resto de la gente que ha venido, que se echa la vuelta aquí, que vive aquí, güey. ¿Cómo ha sido tu experiencia con ellos, güey, en ese sentido? Ya sabemos que aprendiste un chingo con ellos, cabrón.
Sí. Es lo que creo que era el punto a lo que me refería anteriormente, ¿no? Que hemos hecho un buen equipo, nos complementamos en muchos aspectos, ¿no? Entonces yo traigo a veces el lado más de que los eventos, de meterle esto, de ideas de nuevas cervezas, porque uno, digo, me gusta leer, me gusta ver y discutimos y eso nos complementa mucho, ¿no? De repente traigo muchas ideas y ellos me dicen, no, vamos a hacer mejor esto y ahí así lo hacemos, así me gusta. Y
Pero es más relajado, güey, cuando trabajas con una persona con alguien que ya se retiró, güey, y que está entrando, o sea, dice...
Totalmente de acuerdo. Obviamente no deja de ser un negocio, por mucho que sea una cervecería, es un negocio. No. Y algo que es perfecto para nosotros es que somos 3. Entonces, si yo tengo una idea, la pongo sobre la mesa y al final la desmenuzamos y al final de cuentas votamos. Y va a ser fácil, o es unánime o 2 nos van a ganar.
Pero sí lo ves diferente con el trabajar con 2 personas. Totalmente. Que dentro de su vida dicen, ya cumplí.
Totalmente.
Ya la hice.
Y aparte ya tienen experiencia, sabiduría, o sea, no solo en el tema de la cerveza, porque pues han tenido trabajos, han tenido empresas, entonces sí es muy diferente y es más relajado y sí, el tema de que es una cervecería a final de cuentas también, después de un par de cervezas ya todo fluye más, ¿no? Es más fácil llegar a un acuerdo, ¿no? Right? I mean, pero sí, muy bonito, es bueno.
So this is something good to have a 42 years old, hard worker, Mexican.
No, it is. He has a full-time job. He has a full-time job, and then he comes here and does another full-time job. So yeah,
that's true. Yeah. And what I was saying is, it's different if you're building a society, and you have 2 old mans. I mean, I don't want to mean it, you know. I don't mean to say old. I'm saying retired people.
Okay.
You're in the different. You're full of
Leave it at old.
It's different. The way you see life, the way you see things is different. It's with ¿cómo se diría en inglés? Con más sabiduría.
Knowledge.
With more knowledge, with more experience. I mean, it's more.
We've had more troubles.
Yeah.
So we don't do it.
You're ready for all the troubles. Now you're having fun.
Sí.
All right. Nos vamos a quedar con. Han pasado con más problemas. Ahora están en la diversión. Carnales, seguimos en el taste.
Welcome back.
Regresamos al corte. Welcome back.
Take it over.
That's good. Yeah, it's good. It's good.
You're in charge now, Mago.
Hola.
We have a new host here in El Taste, Scott. Here's Scott. Yeah. All right, guys. So you haven't all this many beers. You have been brewing the different styles, and you have coding. You have score. The races, the off-road races.
Sí.
And you have many people that is coming over. There's thousands of people that is coming over to those races. How is that experience with San Felipe and the races?
You know what? A lot of the races, like in the score races, and we have the Desert Mayhem. That's only here for San Felipe too.
Okay.
And there's a lot of people, even like some of the poker runs, like Pete's Camp has a poker run, right?
Yeah, I know, yeah.
And it's a huge poker run, and people from the States come over. So when they come over, it's easy for us because they're all craft beer drinkers. I mean, that's not a hard thing for them.
Yeah,
but it's Code and Record. Not that they don't like craft beer, but they're just not. They're more into the Tecate and Modelo.
They're more into the drinking volume beer.
Yes, right. That's right.
Yeah, that's
they and our beers sometimes, a couple of those is like drinking a 6-pack of whatever, right? So, but it's all in fun. I mean, everybody has a good time, and it's just amazing how much they help the community. I mean, they're forever, bringing stuff and helping people, and it's just a lot of fun. And the beers they drink, it could be anything. I mean,
have you host people that drivers or pilots from a different?
Oh, absolutely.
places?
Yeah, all the teams come in here. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And matter of fact, that whenever they do the 500, it's usually out of Ensenada, right? But the teams will be over here. The race teams, the the chase teams will be over here because they're going to come through here, right? Those guys are in
And
there.
then the other, where's the gasoline? Where's the gasoline?
I'm not going to say.
Those guys are drinking at the.
I'm not going to say what teams it is, but but no, everybody has a good time, you know. Yeah, you know, and it brings in so many people from all over Mexico for like the 250 and stuff like that.
One thing that I can capture from what you're saying is just that it's just amazing that you're gonna have people from the States coming over, and then the people from the States they've been into the craft beer culture for a long time, probably 20 years.
Yeah,
Now,
True.
20 years now, and they know how a good craft beer should taste.
yes.
So what did they tell you? Do they like it? Do they say?
A good example is just like what you said. You know, we have so many people coming from the San Diego area, right?
Yeah.
There's 120 breweries over there, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
And we have people come in here and they do the same thing as you know. Give me a flight, and that's the little
flight.
thing,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So you do this flight, and then they say, you know what? I don't think that there's anything in San Diego quite like this, you know, and it makes us feel good.
Oh, really?
Because, you know, then we know that we're doing something right,
It's
you know?
a quite great comparison, man.
Yeah. I'm not saying that all our beers are great, but almost all.
No, I believe. I mean, I have tried probably 12 as of now, and most of your beers have their own absolute flavor. Like the Belgian one, it was very different from different Belgian that I have ever tried. It's different. So if you capturing the people that is coming from the States that are used to drink craft beer, and you're hearing a score, you're hearing a goal, you're hearing a thank you, cheers, just good.
That's right.
I think you're doing good.
That's right. No,
I think you're
and what's
doing
fun to
good.
do too, we all do it too, is whenever we have a big crowd, right? We'll start just giving out tasters to everybody, right? And they'll say, "Well, you know, I'm not really into that kind of beer," so you give them a little different beer, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I like that beer, and then you give them the beer they said they don't really like, and they say, "Oh, that's pretty good too." You know?
Oye, Jorge, de aquí en San Felipe, ¿cómo está el pedo, güey, con la raza, güey? ¿Cómo le va a la raza de aquí a San Felipe probando? Porque las cheves, güey, sí tienen carácter de California, güey, sí tienen carácter de una cheve calidad de otro
cheve
lado, güey. ¿Cómo les ha ido aquí con la raza?
Bien, hay de todo, digo, no tenemos el mercado que tiene Mexicali o Ensenada,
Claro.
pero hay gente que sabe, tenemos mucha gente que ha estudiado o trabajado en Mexicali o en Ensenada que conocen un poquito, ¿no? Que les gusta, entonces ya lleva tiempo, ¿no? Obviamente, pero ya empiezan a visitar más frecuentemente, les gusta, o la gente que viene aquí, los locales que empiezan a venir, también que no conocen mucho, como dice yo, les empiezas a dar de probar ahí a probar un poquito ahí.
Con flyers.
Y sí encuentran algo, o sea, también con la cantidad de opciones que tenemos, por lo regular encuentran algo que les gusta.
Which is one of the best races that you have ever seen, that your San Felipe Brewing Company, your place was full at
San Felipe,
max.
San Felipe 250, by far.
by far.
By
Every
far.
time San Felipe
There-
250.
It brings in so many people from all over the world. England, Germany, all over the world. They come to race this race.
Have you ever experienced with that people that is coming
Absolutely.
from England and Germany?
My last
and
name-
what
Yeah.
about when they
It's-
try out Pilsner?
Yeah,
Probably.
My
Or
last name is Van Groningen, right? So I'm from
Okay.
Holland, right?
Okay.
So we get people in from Holland, and I tell them my last name, and they say, "Oh, you're my neighbor." I said, it's so much fun. Oh,
But they do like your beers as the way they like it on their
yeah.
back home?
Oh yeah, you know, craft beer. It's craft beer no matter where you are. I mean, it's beer is made just like all the rest of the beers. It's just what kind of love you put in it. So the more love you put in it, the better the beer.
And who's the one who's putting the love? Is it you?
Yeah.
All of us.
Oh yeah, I like that answer. I love that
That's
answer.
Jorge's job.
Like, oh, es el romántico. Yeah. It's el romantic one.
He's a lover.
He's the lover. Yeah, man.
Hey, man.
So today, those different. We continue with the coding scores and off-road races.
Yeah.
Do they tell you? They ask you, or do they compare you with someone with a different beer that I tried this beer? It tastes the same, or this system completely different. Your beers are completely different from others, or
No, not really. No, they just the people that come in that enjoy craft beer, they're not. I don't know. To me,
they're up to the
craft
flavor, to the taste.
They're not really going to judge the beer. They're going to either say it's a good beer or it's a bad beer, but other than that, you know, you're not really going to say that I've had that beer and it tastes better somewhere else. They're going to say, yeah, it just tastes different. You know, it's a good beer.
So it's just, San Felipe Brewing is not really dealing with the trying to convince people that they have to try craft beer. You don't have to do that.
No.
It's just the people that is coming over. They know
That's right.
they know for sure
Yep.
they're gonna be trying something different.
Yep.
Something completely. It's not gonna be on an Oxo, or it's not gonna be on a
It's not
7-Eleven.
going to be in the Calimax, no. But you know what? That's why we go to so many events in town, right? Do the Paella Fest, the Shrimp Fest, the Ceviche Fest, right?
All right.
So people can experience what a craft beer is. And there was just a sashimi fest here just a couple weeks ago, right? And there was mostly, because of this time of year, it's mostly the locals that are in town, right? And it was a huge success.
Oh,
so,
man.
so there's a lot of people that are willing to try this beer, and then, you know, they get a light beer and they say, yeah, that's pretty good. And so then we give them the next step up, you know, and they say, ooh, that was good.
Oh man! Well, you have to drink slowly, huh? Man, you just mentioned something that I didn't know. I mean, I didn't capture it in the first instance, but now I got it. So you're saying Paella Fest, Shrimp Fest. Which one was the other one? Ceviche Fest
And then there's a Sashimi Fest.
and Sashimi Fest. So all those different fests are.
Yeah.
Are all those different fests are here in San Felipe
Every year.
every year?
And more.
Okay.
And more.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
So I don't believe that many people from Mexicali even know that.
No, you know, and it's
Probably
too bad.
just a few.
Yeah, I mean the yeah, we should be able
The
to spread the
advertising
word
for the
more.
place,
Right,
yeah.
right. But in November we're going to have a sashimi fest here too. And so it's gonna
Sashimi
be a lot of
Fest en San Felipe
Yeah.
en noviembre, cabrones. Tienen que venir. Hay un chingo de festivales de comida.
That's it.
It's pairing food with beer.
That's right. Exactly.
Do you guys do that example here on your kitchen and your beers?
You do that.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
No, tú hablas en español, cabrón.
Bueno, de eventos.
I was going to say, yeah, no, tú hablas en español.
De eventos, antes de noviembre viene el Oktoberfest. Tenemos Oktoberfest.
Hay
Que, por
Oktoberfest aquí.
cierto, ya empezó ayer allá en Múnich, pero sí, tenemos un Oktoberfest.
And then we did the cheese pairing.
So when you do the Oktoberfest, I mean, you're the one. You're the one. You're the
There's nobody else.
I'm the Oktoberfest.
Yeah.
You have
you
a
know,
big.
Somebody's got to do it.
Yeah, you have a big responsibility.
Yeah.
You know,
Hey,
Oktoberfest is
we need to make it
a,
happen.
yeah. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
And you know, we do little things on the side, mostly for the Mud Club members. Like a couple months ago, we had a cheese and beer tasting, right?
Okay.
And then we had a good friend of ours brings beer from Europe, right? Belgium, Germany, and all that. So we had an old world beer, and we had a new world beer, which is our beer.
Okay.
And then we have friends of ours that have a cheese shop in town, so they came out with a cheese, and we did a tasting. It was
Who won?
outstanding.
Who won?
Nobody won.
Nobody
It was a tie.
And we paired the old world beers with our beer. You just said that.
No, he didn't. Oh, but
Right. And then our spent grain we give to the pig farmer
okay.
local, and he brings us a pig every once in a while, and
So we have a big pulled pork feed
pig roast.
just for free. All over everybody's
Oh,
involved.
really?
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
Fun time.
It's just that's something that it really surprised me. I was not aware that you were in all those different festivals. I mean, you're away from Mexicali, and you probably I might probably think in Mexicali is the ombligo del universo, no? Everything, the middle of everything. But no, I mean, you guys here in this community have your own festivals, on your own successful festivals.
Yes.
And I mean, I'm pretty sure that the quality of the paella, of shrimp,
Outstanding.
yeah, it should be good.
Well, you know the
It should
shrimp
be
is good.
Yeah, it is.
Look at where we are.
It is. Yeah, it's true.
And the paella, no different. It's the best in all of. People come here and tell me because I don't taste, paella from all of Mexico. Hands down, Mexicali's got the best.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, good.
Muy buen evento el de la paella. Se viene ya la 1 de octubre.
¿Cuál es el evento más grande que tienen de maridaje, güey?
El Festival del Camarón es lo más,
El Festival
lo
del
más
Camarón.
grande que
You know, something that it's really missing out there in Mexicali, and probably all the brewers from Mexicali are going to say, oh, this guy, motherfucker. This motherfucker. No, but there are not many pairing events.
That's
Not
too bad.
many
I know.
pairing events.
I know.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's just a few. And the funny thing is that all the brewers understand the pairing and beer, the food and beer pairing importance. They do understand that, but there are not many events. Even that we are like, how many? 6, 7 times San Felipe on size.
More.
A little bit more, probably 10 times San Felipe.
At least.
But you guys have a bunch of different festivals.
Well, it's not. I'm not taking up for them, but a lot of times, like for us, we have to go out and make sure that we know what's going on, because sometimes the festivals don't tell us what's happening, right?
Yeah.
So we'll say, hey, if you're going to have the festival, we would like to, join you. Now they invite us. It's not they just know that we were involved, so they want to invite us now. But you have to make the first step. You have to go out and say, I'm available. Let's try something.
I'm here. So you deal that with the gobierno municipal, with the government, or
We tried it to Cuco, yeah.
with Catuco?
Yeah, and then wherever else we can find that'll help us. Yeah.
Who's the one who's exposing those events? ¿Quién es el que hace que esos eventos se den, güey? Los eventos de maridaje, de
Bueno,
la paella.
cada evento se organiza.
Es privado.
Dependiendo, sí, por ejemplo, la paella lo organiza un hotel El Cortés, llevan años haciéndolos. El evento del camarón es más bien del municipio, del municipio de San Felipe, del puerto, y así, o sea, son eventos muchas veces privados y ya se une la gente y se hace.
O sea, viene música y hay todo. ¿Qué hay?
Hay todo. Por ejemplo, aquí tuvimos el ceviche hace poco y es un promotor el que lo trae. Ya nosotros ayudamos con la logística en lo que podemos y ya se lleva a cabo. Así se manejan diferentes, pero sí, va desde el sector privado que lo organiza, ya invita gente, escogen algún tipo de caridad para apoyar a la comunidad. Hay eventos que se hacen para el departamento de bomberos, el Club de Leones aquí está bien activo, el Rotario está bien activo, y hay otras así como que... Siempre es para el apoyo, todos esos eventos son para el apoyo. La gran mayoría, sí.
Oh, man. San Felipe is something that I was not aware of,
That's pretty cool.
I was not waiting for that.
And we want to put on our own, I think we've done it before, like a little beer fest here also, and invite other brewers, home brewers.
If I can give you a hand on that, if I can help you on getting someone from Mexicali. I mean, I know you guys meet everyone, but I'm in Mexicali.
Yeah, no,
So
we're ready for all the help we can get.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
If there's anything you need, please, you all guys have my contact. I will be more than glad to give you a hand on that, because I understand that the beer culture, this is beer culture. This is not drinking culture. This is not getting drunk culture. That's totally different. This is just getting a beer, having an experience, getting not drunk, but relax. Exactly. Relax, enjoy everything, enjoy your surround. Even if you're in Mexicali and you're the place that you are,
Yep.
if you're in Ensenada or if you're everywhere, enjoying, but just enjoying, not losing your, losing your mind because you're getting drunk.
That's right. No, and that's the perfect way to explain it, because what happens is sometimes we have people come in the front door and the first thing they look at the board and they say 8%, 9%, I'll have a 10%. They don't care what the beer is. They just want 10%. That's just getting drunk. And they're not tasting beer. You know what I mean?
That's true. Yeah,
What you said was exactly right. Yeah. You go in and you experience the different kind of flavors and everything, and at the end of the day, it's going to be a happy day. But still,
It is.
Yeah.
But that's something that you guys understand. That you're really running on the responsibility that you will have people that are feeling they are in vacations, but you have to take care of them in some way.
No, that's exactly right. Yeah. And there's times that we tell somebody you might want a glass of water. I'm just saying, it comes to that time.
It's good. Yeah. The rule, people, the desertor, have been telling for a long time, and then many different brewers, like, if you drink 2 glass of beers, grab a glass of water. Grab a glass of water. It's not that you're gonna slow down. It's just you're not gonna get stupid.
That's right.
That's a word. That's a word. I mean, slow down. You don't want to get stupid. You want to get you want to feel okay. You want to feel relaxed. You want to feel comfortable.
Yep.
And the best way to do it, if you do it, in control. Is that right?
You're exactly right.
Man.
You are the guy that we need to sit at the front door.
I'm available, but I'm too expensive.
Jorge's rich.
Jorge's like, what? Yeah. We can do a great team, man. Nos vamos a ir un corte, carnalitos. Regresamos con la última pregunta. Carnalitos, la neta es que si estuviéramos grabando lo que pasa entre una sección y otra, if we were recording what we are talking about between sections, probably the conversation will be a little bit different.
Somewhat.
Yeah. I mean, interesting is at the time that we're recording. But man, I gotta tell you, you're doing a great job. I really appreciate what you're doing.
Thank you.
I really appreciate that you got me here. It's just something amazing. And let's start this section introducing my dog. This is my dog. This is BIRRA. Ella es BIRRA, carnalitos del taste. Esta perrita nos acompaña a todos lados, ¿verdad? ¿Verdad, BIRRA? Ay, cabrona. Siempre me lame.
Hey,
Dios mío.
Looks like you.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Hey, you gotta invent the familia.
Mande?
See?
Yeah, I'm here with my family, with my kids and my wife all the time. Most of the time it's only my wife because we go to bars and yeah, but if it's possible,
This
my
is
kids,
family
are
atmosphere right here.
Yeah, I can tell.
Mucho popcorn.
Ya está comiendo unas palomitas. Birra, ¿cómo la ves, Birra? No podemos hacer trucos porque te sabes muchos, pero aquí estás conmigo. Okay, so we're gonna continue. Guys, really, this crew is just amazing crew. It's not only about these 3 guys, it's about the whole guys that are working here. We just had one beer, this beer that has been served. This one is a barley wine. This barley wine is something that you have to ask at the tap, at the bar. You have to ask for this beer.
This is in the cellar.
Tell me about this beer.
Okay, this beer is it's a single batch beer. So usually the batches that we make are 150 gallon, 3 barrel.
Yeah.
This one we use the same amount of grain, but we only make 75 gallons.
Okay.
So it's that much more strong, that much more flavor,
Yeah.
that and everything. Like you said, that's just something it's kind of heavy, but it's a barley wine. That's what it's supposed to be, right?
So you're gonna keep it for how many years?
Okay, the first batch was 2021, so that's the one that's in the back right now. We just brewed another 2022. That we'll keep one of these kegs from 2021, and then we'll be able to taste the last 3 years, 23, 22, and then 21, to see how they graduate as they get older.
Wow.
Yeah.
So when is the year number 3 when it's gonna be?
It's gonna be
2024.
It's gonna be it'll be 2024.
2024.
Yeah.
2024 around August, September.
Yep.
Come over. Try this beer.
Yep.
Try
But
this
they can
beer,
try them
ask
now.
for it.
We'll try the first two right now.
Yeah. And it's good. And it's good. Now, man, let's talk about. You were talking about your nickname. I just saw your shirt. El Mago. Tenemos Scott El Mago. Please tell us about it. How do you come up with that nickname?
Okay, well, when I was working back in my other life in America,
My other life.
when I used to work, they called me Mr. Wizard. So I got the nickname Mr. Wizard. And then I named my homebrew brewery Wizard Brewery. So kind of had the name Wizard a lot. And then when I came here and started brewing here, Jorge started calling me Mago. I'm like, well, what's he calling me Mago for? What's it, mango? And he said, no, it's Wizard. I'm like, oh, yeah, I like that. So got caught on and everybody likes it. There's a couple other Scots running around here too, so it separates me from the other Scots. I'm Mago now. And there's in Coralillo and Mexicali, there's another Mago.
José Mercedes. El otro Mago.
You know?
Yeah, I know him.
So we're good buddies now because we have the same Mago name.
It's a nice friend. It's a good guy. It's a good guy. So I was saying, I started this conversation. I mean, this last section, talking about the crew. You're having a great crew here. You all three, your society is just amazing. You can feel the chemistry. There's chemistry between you three guys. It's really you can feel, you can sense it. You can notice at the time you're talking about that you're referring to one of each other. But what about the rest of the team? What about the people that is on the bar? What about the people that is on the restaurant that is cooking the food? How?
We're so lucky to have really good people. I don't know. We just came upon them. We're very, very lucky to get the people that we have. They're great with the customers. We can trust them with our business.
Yeah.
Get along with everybody and just fun and it's really, really good to have it. And the food vendors that we have are awesome. We have some great food.
This is good. It's good.
Yeah, because we don't have a kitchen, so we bring in food vendors and we just try to help them out for the community, and then whatever they make, that's what they make. You know, I mean,
oh really?
And it works out good for them. We don't charge them anything. Yeah, so they whatever they make is theirs, and then they really help. Not just themselves, but they help out other people too. So it makes a big difference.
Help us out too.
And they do help us out. Yeah.
People want to drink more when they get some food in them. So
Yeah, I mean, if you're drinking this stuff, I mean, if you're drinking craft beer, pairing is something that's it's a must.
Exactly.
It's a must.
Exactly.
Okay.
And like Jorge will tell you, our crew, the servers, everybody is
Platícanos
number one.
del equipo, güey. ¿Cómo está? ¿Por qué sería el número uno, güey?
Híjoles, porque como dice el Mago, o sea, se complementa, o sea, no sé, hay una buena energía. Obviamente, te lo digo antes, no es todo un lecho de rosas, ¿no? Hay situaciones, hay fricciones, nosotros tenemos reuniones y discutimos cosas, ¿no? Pero realmente no, realmente somos muy afortunados, empezando con esta comunión que tú mencionas. De enseguida sigue la esposa de él, que nos ayuda en todo sin tener la responsabilidad, pero actúa como una de nosotros, ¿no? Incluso las reuniones que tenemos somos los cuatro. Ella está siempre con nosotros. Ahorita, ¿is she gone, Donna? I think she went somewhere. She should come. La traemos ahorita para que para que la conozca la gente. Y así, la gente que nos ha ido llegando, es
La gente que forma parte del equipo es ¿Todos son americanos, son mexicanos, son de
No,
Canadá, son de dónde?
No, tenemos par de voluntarios, amigos americanos que están con nosotros, y tenemos 3 más que son de aquí nacionales, bien buena onda, locales.
Son young people. Es gente joven.
Sí, también gente joven, sí.
Es gente joven.
Sí.
Oye, ¿cómo ha
todos.
sido? ¿Cómo hacen la integración, güey, en el equipo, güey? ¿Cómo los integran? Eso me sonó, Joe diciendo, oh, sí, hacemos unas buenas fiestas.
No, hay comunión, hacemos juntas, es divertido esto, ¿no? Obviamente es una cervecería, pero tiene que haber responsabilidades, ¿no? Y esas hay que cumplirlas primero, ¿no?
Claro.
Y eso es lo importante para nosotros, y apoyarlos, confiar en ellos, y la gente nos ha respondido.
¿Quién está a cargo del crew?
Del crew y de nosotros, Donna. Is she here?
So your wife, she's the one
She's
who's
the
in
boss.
charge of it. She's the one who
A
like,
todos.
you have to serve, you have to offer, you have to do this, you have to do that.
She cracks the whip.
Okay.
She does a good job. She
Yeah.
really does.
Yeah.
It's my wife, I understand,
She
but
keeps us together.
She's-
Keeps us
she can-
all together
she can be mean,
and in line.
but she's good.
Yeah.
She loves what she does.
There's always my wife saying, así se hace, that's the way, that's the only way.
That's right.
Yeah, my wife rules.
That's exactly right. But a happy wife, a happy life.
Of course. If you don't have if you're not happy with your wife, it's gonna be difficult. It's gonna be tremendously difficult.
That's like a bad beer.
Yeah. You're not gonna enjoy it. Okay, guys, really, we've been through many things today. We've been through tourism. We've been to different festivals that there are in San Felipe that not many people is aware of. We already made you all guys about where you guys coming from, your role responsibilities, your different contributions to the San Felipe Brewing.
Yep.
And I just want to thank you guys
Oh, thank you.
for having this conversations, for allowing me. Please.
There comes the jefa.
Oh, the heifers.
Here comes the Jefa.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. We will get him here.
Now you say we're gonna come back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna-
We'll be back shortly. We gotta get a refill here. We're almost empty.
So, entonces, parece que vamos a tener a Don aquí para que nos platique un poquito de lo que es lidiar
Con los cerveceros.
con los cerveceros. La neta, carnalitos, es que es algo que no esperábamos encontrar o entender, o no pensábamos que San Felipe tuviera la capacidad de la cocina que tiene, güey. Debo decirlo, o sea, tienen una capacidad, aunque hagan baches pequeños, es una capacidad muy cabrona, güey, en mantener 27 diferentes estilos en el episodio 27.
Are we still recording?
Yeah, we're still recording.
I just want to say, if you haven't been to San Felipe, it's all desert and it meets the ocean right here. So
That's right.
it's just such a different scene of desert and ocean meeting each other. Total off-roading adventure. Okay, this is our Jefe here, Donna.
Oh, we got Donna here. Donna.
Really?
Hello,
Hi.
Jesus Castellanos.
I'm Donna.
We already saw each other. Yeah, during this weekend.
Yeah.
Donna, your husband here was saying that you're the boss.
Oh,
You're the one who ruled this place.
well.
Please, how difficult is to do that here with these guys, with the crew?
Oh, really?
Please, get your microphone.
Come on.
Mom, talk to the microphone.
Just the way it is.
I make sure that they take out the trash. I don't hear the microphone.
We all work together to make it work. So it's not just one person. It takes all three of these guys. It takes the teamwork inside. It takes me. It takes our customers. So it's teamwork. No one person can do it all by themselves.
What's your role? I mean, what's your background? What's your background? Because you, as the way that I understood, you're the one who's making the wheel turn.
No background. It's just you do what you have to do.
She's lying.
Yeah.
She's worked in the restaurant in the craft beer industry for a long time, so she knows
really?
all the ins and outs.
I'm a mom. I'm a sister.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so all that is all training for anything.
That's the best training.
Yeah. Yeah.
We are her kids.
Yes. And I like to make sure everything is done a certain way, the right way. And I just push these guys to do it and everybody else.
I think you're doing a great job.
Thank you.
These guys are really amazing. And they were all saying, I'm not sure if Don's going to say it's okay. No, I'm just kidding. No, it's really...
But thank you.
I mean, the environment, the people that is here, the crew, the complete crew.
Right.
We spend the weekend
Yeah.
without saying, now we're going to be recording, we're going to be doing this. And everyone was treating us so well.
That's good.
So that's something that you probably pass to the people, to the crew.
Well, it's important to treat everybody the same. And I would want my customers to be treated like I would like to be treated. So.
Yeah.
And that's how I kind of base everything. How do you want to be treated when you go any place? And what do you want to see when you go any place? You want to see cleanliness. You want to see consistency. You want to see good food, especially good beer.
Good beer.
Yeah, good beer. Yeah. No, but I'm gonna take this word, consistency.
Yeah.
If you could make one bad beer one time, but you have to be consistent. You have to be fighting over. I mean, getting over. That's something they have to have a lead. Someone have to lead that.
Yeah, that's
to
exactly
make
right.
that happen. If you don't have that lead, it won't happen.
Right. And like these guys, they have the recipes, and that's what they go off of. You know, they have their whole system. They do. I have my system. I do, and I pass it on, and they pass it on, and it's it. It's consistency and working together.
Donna, I really appreciate you here
Well, I
on
appreciate
this
you doing this.
interview on the History Time. Your History Time episode 27.
Oh.
We're going for the last question. So,
here we go.
It's terrible. Yeah, this one is not easy.
Okay.
It's a difficult one. It's a difficult one. Oh, the guy from Alaska. We were saying the guy from Alaska is right here. Yeah. So
Thank you.
The support team.
that's support team. Yeah.
Cheers,
Thank you.
cheers. Okay.
So we are on the last question.
Last question.
Last question.
What could the last question be?
How difficult it could be. The last question is, what your favorite beer style?
Oh, well, that's the easy question.
Now let's start from. With Joe.
Okay. Well, my favorite beer style is the IPA. It's but the West Coast IPA. I like a nice, clean, clear IPA.
Yeah.
Okay. And I know there's a lot of new styles, like the one that you were talking about earlier. You know, the ice cream
IPA. The ice cream IPA.
Yeah. And or the hazy IPAs. You know, and those are good. I like those too. But this is my style right here.
Scott.
I have to say brown ale is my
Brown ale. Good.
We don't have a brown ale up there, as you see.
Okay.
Or an amber or a brown. Just a lot of flavor, malty. I love the malt. Love the malt flavor.
Okay.
Yeah, that stuff.
John.
Well, mine's IPA. Obviously.
IPA.
And if I must say something about these guys that they
please.
make beer, every beer we have, you can taste the flavor of every beer. Some beers we taste, they eventually taste the same, but every one of our beers have different distinct flavors, and
That's
they do
true.
a wonderful
because
job.
I already tried the different pale ales, and all the pale ales taste different.
And they're all very good. The IPA is good. Our pale ales are good, but I prefer IPAs.
Good. Jorge.
I like them all, but I was an IPA. I mean, I love IPAs, but Pilsner is
Pilsner.
and we just put it out, so
Wow,
I'm very excited.
Pilsner.
Very excited, yeah. So it's good. Me gusta mucho el Pilsner.
Carnalitos del
¿Y a ti?
Taste.
¿Cuál te ha gustado más aquí?
A mí, de aquí. All together. All together. All together.
Do you tell them the
Can I tell
story
you a
about
story
the?
about the
Yeah,
altogether?
tell them the
Please do
story.
so.
Okay, the story
story,
about the IPA.
altogether is
the
amazing.
Altogether IPA, whenever COVID first hit, okay, they shut down everything, right?
Yeah.
And so a lot of the breweries were shut down too before they let us go to go beer.
To go,
right?
yeah.
Okay, so before that happened, there was a group of breweries that started in the States, but it went worldwide. At the last, there was 3,000 breweries all over the world that were making the same beer. Exactly that right there, and it's all together IPA.
Oh, fuck.
We all came together.
Oh,
and made an
man.
IPA. And a lot of us gave out donations to people because the servers and the waitresses and the waiters, they didn't have a job because they were all closed. So we
That's
donated
true.
money to them.
We were here at the time of a pandemic.
Yeah.
We were here in San Felipe. It was all closed. Remember, babe?
Yeah.
And we were all closed. Everything was closed, and I remember myself saying to my wife, "How does these people?
How do you survive?
How they're surviving?
Yeah.
Man, all together. It's amazing. It's amazing beer. That was my favorite one from San Felipe. But I love all your beers. I really, honestly, your beers are just good. You can try. There are 4 different pale ales. If you try any of all 4 different pale ales, everyone has their own personality, they have their own flavor. So that's something difficult to find, And the only thing that I have to say at the end is thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I really appreciate. This is episode 27 with 27 beers on tap on 27 episodio 27, San Felipe Brewing Company. Estamos en el Taste, carnales.